have a little bit of a, I don't know, some kind of congestion right now. It's gonna give me a nice, deep tone for this evening. Pardon me. Uh, Hello, Zero One Ella, Alisadra, and Kata. Good to see you as always. We'll wait a couple of minutes, or at least a minute. I might get impatient and just start, like I tend to. Um, we'll see if anybody else shows, because that's kind of been happening lately, so we'll give them time to show up. I believe last week I said we should all do something nice for someone else without expecting anything in return. I might turn up my microphone a little bit because I'm not capable of mustering a large breath right now. So if you're in chat and you did that, tell me about it. I'd love to know. Look at that, it's already 8:04. We could wait another minute even. And it's paying off. Hello, Drapsnat. Glad to have you with us. Oh, the impatience is already coming on. I'm pretty ready to start. Yeah, let's go. You know what time it is. Oh, that was supposed to happen faster. Oh, you can't hear the dope music? Okay, there we go. Doki doki. Okay. There we go. I like it when I can see my levels. Definitely let me know how the volume is, me compared to the game. I already kind of want to turn the game down slightly. I kind of want to turn it down for myself. It's just because I'm congested, so everything's like echoing inside of my skull. It makes everything seem louder. Now it looks like it's too low. Well, if you would like me to change it, you let me know. I'm so much louder than the game. I can never make up my mind. Alright, I'm just wasting time here. We've got the usual crew here. Let's just dive in, because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to talk this evening. I should have made some hot tea. It's too late now. Lesson learned. Okay. If my instincts are right, we have just gotten to the point where shit is about to go off of the rails. I could be wrong. I could be jumping the gun. But like, I don't know. Some shit. We're walking home with Sayori. The music continues to fucking slap. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. She's got dots in her mouth, already starting off strong, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. I see where this is going. Oh, I could turn on the auto. I keep forgetting this. would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. She thinks this is funny? Well, you know, I mean, they've known each other for a long time. They clearly have an affection for one another. She doesn't mind that he's a giant fucking dweeb. So, I will walk home with you. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Hello? Okay. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. Alright. The text speed is... Or maybe it's the auto-forward time that I don't like. We'll just do that. No. Like there. Yeah, you always seem to really like walking home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Spriggan. I feel like it's taking longer now. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... I mean, it's Sayori. You cannot deserve another person. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. She's got low self-esteem, my dude. A huge dweeb. Sorry. Don't apologize to this guy. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Oh, don't say it like that. The conversation trails off. Yeah, because you made her feel like she's the second choice. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. Oh my god, I hate this man. Young man. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Okay. And again, the festival is only a few days away. It's definitely taken longer. Who knows what will happen in that time? Watch that be too fast. I don't know if that's where it was before. Oh, we gotta write a poem. Alright. Well, if you feel like helping me choose a word, please let me know in chat. We have treasure, after image, lazy, covet, dazzle, anime, meager, crimson, sing, and amazing. I will give y'all a second to respond if you want to do that. Kind of leaning towards after image myself. Not for any particular reason. I just kind of like the way that it sounds. It's kind of the most interesting word on the list. I mean, covet's an interesting word, but I'm not terribly interested in it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. We are taking after image. Rose, party, disoriented, shame, electricity, family, tragedy, bunny, games, lust. What's the first thing after image? The after image of tragedy, potentially? blanket, kawaii, parfait, cute, agonizing, nature, atone, feather, alone, and socks. I feel like nature is probably one I'm kind of, yeah. Existence, infallible, cry, love, landscape, memories, flower, doki doki, heart, and unrequited. Let us throw Sayori a bone and choose unrequited. Kitty, aura, whisper. I like whisper. Shopping, lollipop, clumsy, graveyard, smile, jumpy, and warm. I'm kind of torn between whisper and graveyard. Oh, I'm sure that graveyard would tip it over into Yuri territory, but I feel like Sayori has jumped many times. We'll take whisper. But take take it. Oh crap. Okay. Grief, sunset, depression, sadness, eternity, question, vitality, nibble, dream, promise. We could be fucking really real. Unending swimsuit. The unending swimsuit. Ugh, sweet, vivacious, prayer, puppy, spinning, incongruent, tenacious, lucky. I would love to choose unending swimsuit, but I can only pick one, so I'm gonna take unending. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. I've got 12 more. Who cares? Holiday, excitement, incapable, joy, insight. Oh, yeah, insight. Like your insight into something, not like within your sight. Uncanny, beauty, giggle, tears, and poof. We gotta make Sayori happy. Excitement, giggle. Excitement. Okay. Gotta go with my instincts. Alright. Strawberry, hopeless, chocolate, peaceful, melancholy, whirlwind, captive, mouse, forgive, playground. I like whirlwind. Damn. Awesome, disaster, melody, childhood, clouds, pure, flee, broken, pout, vivid. What was Sayori like? I guess she would like a melody, maybe. Son of a bitch! I'm not good at this. I don't know what Sayori likes. I was talking to the other two. She likes simple stuff, right? No, that's not ski. Analysis, hair, fantasy, massacre, disarray, determination, misfortune, cage, imagination, and cheer. Let's try cage just so you are like the word cage. Son of a bitch! Waterfall, horror, special, daydream, vacation, unstable, sugar, boop. Boop is not a word. It's ribbon and sunny. Boop is not a word. I refuse to fucking take that. Ugh. I should have paid more attention to what she liked. She's like sad and whimsical. Okay. I just gotta talk to myself and I don't get it. That's the problem. Raindrops, variance, contamination, fireworks, destiny, email, whistle, breathe, essence, and comfort. Uh, it's like imagery. So I'm gonna say fireworks. Frightening, lipstick, effulgent, cheeks, vanilla, happiness, peace, ocean, romance, charm. Um, Probably ocean, right? Because it's like an object. She likes objects. Starscape, fluffy, fickle. I didn't even look to see if she jumped. I'm so focused right now. Desire, I hope she did. Death, ambient, dance, sparkle, climax, anxiety. Imagery is doing real well for me, like a thing. So I'm thinking Starscape. Does she like stars? I feel like lots of people like stars. I'm like arguing with myself now. I'm overthinking this. Um. Okay. Starscape is probably gonna be Yuri. Fluffy would be Natsuki. Desire is probably Yuri. Fickle. Fickle is a fancy word, so it could be Yuri, but it describes Natsuki. Death. I mean, like, her poems have been getting darker. Ambient is, like, really descriptive. Sparkle is appropriately, like, an image. It's a sparkle. Because it can't be Starscape. That's going to be Yuri. So we're going to say sparkle. Excellent. Suicide, Inferno, Pleasure, Rainbow, Hope, Kiss, Shiny, Bed, Vertigo, Sticky. I'm right off the bat gonna say rainbow. Rainbows and puppies. Pink, wonderful, calm. She's pretty. She doesn't like get. Okay, hurt, empty, friends. I bet she likes friends. Scars, candy, fear, and time. Wonderful. She's like really positive. I think wonderful. Play, explode, portrait, sensation, twirl, intellectual, defeat, milk, skirt, marshmallow. If she likes food, it could be marshmallow. I would say she's playful. She's not explosive. I don't think that she draws portraits. Sensation. It's not gonna be milk. She just really like food, right? She steals money from us. She tricks us. And she's just playing. We're gonna say play. Heaven sent marriage, Valentine, music, skipping, summer, hop, entropy, despise, papa. Heaven sent. She doesn't strike me as terribly religious. Marriage. Mm, I mean, she kind of just proposed to us. Valentine. We would have known she liked us already if she was gonna give us a Valentine. I haven't heard her talk about music, but it doesn't mean she doesn't like it. I don't. I could imagine her skipping. Summer. She really likes school, so we're gonna say no. Hop. Just hop. I don't know about that. Despise. No. Entropy is a Yuri word. And Sayori, I don't think, has mentioned her parents, so it's probably not Papa. Everybody likes music, right? Like some kind of music, everybody likes it. She doesn't talk about music, but it's such a safe bet. I'm surprised they didn't all jump for that. Passion, dark, headphones, universe, philosophy, infinite, wrath, secret, rain cloud, unrestrained. It's the last word, and I'm torn between universe and rain cloud, both images, striking images. Universe is a little big though. Seems like more of a Yuri thing. I'm sure that at least some of those. Aw man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. And she thinks it's funny. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. Willing... Monica. Willing. Fucking bully. Just a smiling bully, and Natsuki's all like, I'm excited again. Huh? Okay, at least she's a perceptive bully. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. I mean, fair point, kid. You can enjoy everybody else's booths. But it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. My fucking thoughts exactly. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Now it's up slightly too high. That's because I forgot about it because of the poem. I'm gonna find the sweet spot. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. What? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Natsuki thinks that's funny and says, fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Fake smile. Big fake smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. That's a trap. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. It's not a trap, but she's upset and she's not talking about it. The conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Spriggan, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Spriggan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members. You know. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe and it's making it hard to talk. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? This guy is so fucking clueless. I cannot stand him. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Spriggan. Me. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's like that because she's like that around you. This man. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Monica's laughing at him because he's a fucking... You're so funny, Spriggan. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you pointing out the fucking obvious to this dork. Now, he's got dots in his mouth, and he fucking deserves it. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? You know the truth, and you just said it. That's what you know, Monica. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. You didn't jump to conclusions. That is extremely logical. You just turned slightly, and their conclusions were. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Alright, head empty, this man. Monica smiles meaningfully, but this fucking dork does not catch that meaning, I'm betting. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Yeah, stop trying to eavesdrop, you fucking creep. I sigh and sit myself down. He heard me. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. We're waiting for Monica to tell us what the fuck is wrong, what is very obviously wrong with Sayori. We don't have time for this. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. Oh my god. He has no priorities. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. She's got some dots in her mouth. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. The music continues to be excellent. I could just listen to this, it's so good. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's just something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Fair. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concerns of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been just friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Spriggan, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri is struck with the dots. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, whoo! Let me stop you right there. This dude is trash, Yuri. No. Man, cover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Uh, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. We're gonna go check on Sayori. She's got dots, and she looks like she has to go to the bathroom. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Spriggan. Thanks. Mm-hmm. I'm struck with the dots. It's contagious. It's going around. You know? Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Huh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. She's got that bathroom look on her face again. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only wanted to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Spriggan. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Spriggan. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. We're just trying to be nice to you, miss. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Spriggan. It's just a little rain cloud. Did I pick the word rain cloud in the poem? She like quoting my poem back to me? That's very sweet. I'm sorry you had to see that. Aw, don't apologize for being depressed. That's so sad. I promise it won't happen again. No! If he responds with anything other than like, don't say that, I'm gonna, or like, it's okay, I'm gonna be very angry. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. What the fuck just happened? I would like Monica to tell me what was said, if she's comfortable doing so. Hi, Spriggan. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands, and it puts dots in her mouth. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh, I'm so glad. Let's have a poem. Everybody take a sip of water. Because I'm going to take a sip of water, and you should too. Delicious water. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice, I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back, afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Again, this is more of a short story. I guess, like maybe a lyric poem. You know, you would sing this with a lute. But it's good. It's a good story. I just don't know if I think it's a poem. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I mean, you know, that can be true. I'm sure there's happy writers. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, this cold's taken it out of me. I'm sorry for yawning in your ear. I want to read everyone's poems before I log out tonight. Or log out, before we end of the stream. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures, says the two-dimensional creature in front of me. I know you'd think... I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be, wow, what a fucking read. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. So stop sucking. Try stop sucking today. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri, what's up? She got thoughts, but she doesn't look all, like, nauseous like she did earlier. Like she does a lot of the time. Well done, Spriggan. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Again, this guy is such a fucking jackass. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. Yeah, that's what you were thinking, dickhead. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Spriggan? What? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even in my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? She's got the dots. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. I mean, you're not being a dick to me. You were mean to that little kid, but she was being a bitch first, so like... Okay. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome, I did not say I was afraid of your opinion. How unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. A little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Aw. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Yeah, show me your poem, Yuri. Let me see it. It's called Beach. Oh, her handwriting. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in. It is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently look at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. That's really pretty. It's simple for her. I'm sure there's a layer that I'm not thinking of. Like, why try to do anything? Which, interestingly, kind of echoes Natsuki's first poem. Um, I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. Not, not absolutely, but just in my experience of your writing. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You did say that you didn't even want to write about it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. Oh, about the same topic as each other again. I thought she meant like as each other, like write in each other's style, which is just gonna be like them offending each other. Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open, but I want to get the last poem. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. What a fucking dismissal. I hate this motherfucker so much. Who should I show my poem to next? We got Natsuki. Show me your poem so I can go to bed. She's got dots and she looks tense. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure that you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. She thinks it's funny and he doesn't. Finally, some sense. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Yeah, 'cause she's a little fucking kid. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Let's read C Spot Run Part 3. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Okay. Bathe in sunbeam. It didn't really break my immersion. It just is a funny line. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. This is a song with a chorus. A poem can have a refrain, and a poem can be a song, and a song can be a poem. Also, I think this is addressed to herself. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuki's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's. Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. What? Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out. Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Is it? I guess. In your books, maybe. Oh, okay. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Aw, don't be like that, Yuri. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well, went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? Everyone's up my ass about walking home with Sayori. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Yes, finally fucking tell me so I can go to bed. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. I just want to go to bed, Monica. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making the cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Natsuki didn't like that. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. Alright, they're gonna fight. I'm going to bed. And I will just do a second stream this week to make up for this one only being an hour. Because I feel like hammered dog shit. So we're gonna save. Oops. Okay. Thank you for joining me. This was a small stream. Just because, again, I am just not well. Uh, Feel free to follow me here on Twitch and on Twitter and on YouTube, all as Kami Spriggan, just like it's spelled here on Twitch. If you would like to give me some money so I can buy cough drops and food and all that sort of thing, pay my rent shit, ko-fi.com/Spriggan, Spriggan. Just my name there. And I take tips. Have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go sleep off this bug because I am losing it. Your homework this week is to figure out something that you need that you don't have, that you have in common with a nearby neighbor. I'm not saying you have to do anything about it, but find out one of them. And then, just see how you feel. See if maybe you want to, come together, organize. You know what I'm saying. Be good. I'll talk to you later in the week. Nighty night.